To make a duotone, there's a few things that we need to do. If you go under Image Mode, we'll see that duotone is grayed out. And that's because to make a duotone, you can only do it from a grayscale image. And in this case, not a black and white reduced image, but indeed a full grayscale image. So what I'm going to do in this particular case is I would like to have this background, this blue sky, be something else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this blue sky and I'm going to copy it and I'm going to create a new document. When you create a new document, when you copy something to the clipboard, it's the exact size of your selection. I'm going to hit OK and I'm going to paste it in. And then you can see that I have, the kites in the background here. And now if I go to mode, I can get to grayscale. And in this case, I do not want to flatten because I want to be able to get this again. And it's saying if I want to just discard color information, I could use black and white, but in this case, that's not what I'm after. So I'm going to just discard it. And now if I go under Image, Mode, Duotone, I get duotones. And I have a choice of a monotone, duotone, tritone, or quadtone. For our purposes, let's try a tritone. If I click on this box, I get choices of colors, like so. Or I could use the picker and get something a little richer. I'm going to say OK. And then in my other one, I'm going to go to picker again, but I'm going to grab more of a highlight. And so now you see that I have this kind of color background here. But what I want to do is I want to adjust it. So each one of these is set up like curves. Generally you want to leave black the way it is. But if I click on this, you'll see that I get a box that's very similar to adjustment curves. And if you watch down here, as I pull this, I can actually, this is white, this is black, change where this particular color is being induced. So if we look at this, you can see that it's being induced over in the highlights. And if I go to my yellows, I'm going to hold down Option Cancel here and try that again. That might be a little bit much, like so. So now I have this really kind of nice color, and I'm just going to hit OK. And colors needs to be specified, so we'll just pink, yellow, and there we go. So I have my channels, and here's my layers, and here's my layer here. So I'm going to select this layer, and I think it actually needs just a little bit of noise, just to add a little bit of texture to it. So we're going to go like that. And in this case now I'm going to copy this layer and go back to my original kites layer. And it's really important that this be RGB, if you look at here, because if you paste any image into a grayscale, it'll be grayscale. But RGB, of course, covers gray. So I'm going to go over to Edit, and then I'm going to go into Paste Special, Paste Into, which will give me this. And you can see I missed a little spot there, but you get the idea. And then if I just take the opacity to this one, I can reduce this a little bit, and I could even play with the ink modes of this a little bit and see if there's something that we like. We don't like any of those. We kind of like that. And that's how you make a duotone.